Guys, it's Epic Underworlds. In today's video, I'm going to be designing the mechanics and gameplay for my card game. You guys can watch along and learn how to do it yourself, and I will also be doing the first ever playtest with one of my friends in this video, which is super exciting, so let's get right into it. Okay guys, so in the last video where I did a video on how to make a pocket TCG, which is basically teaching you guys how to make playtest cards, I made a little doodle of a character, and you guys loved him so much that you wanted me to redraw him and put him in this game, so that's exactly what I did. He turned out pretty good. This is side A, and I didn't really like this version of him, so after the video I redrew him into this version, which is side B. So comment down below, do you like side A better, which is this version, or side B better? I personally think side B gives him a little bit more personality and looks a little more vibrant, but I might, if you guys like both sides a lot, then I can turn him into like a flip card, or maybe have two alternate artworks. Okay, so two things I really wanted to focus on when designing the basis of my game is that I didn't want to focus too much on balancing. I wanted there to be a way that could combat the majority of the cards having balancing issues. This is something you see in a lot of card games where cards are like really good or really bad, and there's a lot of cards that get banned. This is something that I wanted to step away from and work on designing a new system to combat that. So introducing the Chunk. The Chunk is basically a shared player deck filled with a bunch of different cards, good, bad, type, like gambly type effects that the player can choose to draw from. Then each player would have what I would like to call a player deck, which is basically their strategy, their archetype. So you can either choose to draw from the Chunk, where you would get 2 cards, or draw from your player deck where you would get 1 card. So that way players who want to focus more on strategy can use the player decks mainly, and those who want to focus on having fun and more gambly effects can use the Chunk. I'll get into more explanation of the rules later on, but this is the basic idea that I really was excited about. I haven't really seen this in most card games, so I think testing it out today is going to be a big telltale to see if the game is going to work or not. And by the way, these are playtest cards, so the art isn't amazing, but that's just because I'm testing to see if the cards actually work or not. This is something that's super important. You can watch my last video on kind of how to do that. And playtest cards, if you don't test your game, you don't know if it's going to work. And testing allows you to see how much a card should actually cost as far as resources go, like how you should balance it, which cards are too overpowered, and so on. But a good thing about the Chunk is that either player can draw these cards. So yeah, there might be some really good cards in here, but it's not like that player is going to grab them every time. There's a chance the other person can get those overpowered cards. It's not like I put any Black Lotuses or anything in here that's that powerful, but still there's some pretty good cards and some pretty bad ones. So it's kind of a gamble if you want to choose to draw from the Chunk. But then I know that there's a lot of competitive players that don't like the gamble aspect, so that's why I added these player decks, so you can focus on your own little archetype and synergy. So before we get into the first ever playtest of the game, which is super exciting, I want to give you guys a rundown of the basics. These rules are going to change probably after the first playtest, but this is just the basics. So you start with your Dreamer card. This basically gives you 2 options when you start the turn. So you can either gain 5 resources and draw 1 card from your player deck, or gain 5 resources and draw 2 from the Chunk. The Chunk is a shared deck between both players. It contains cards that are good, bad, just a bunch of different random cards that are it's kind of a gamble if you choose to draw 2 from the Chunk, but you do get to draw 2 cards, so it gives you more card draw. Or you can choose to draw 1 from your player deck, which is basically your archetype to win the game. It's your strategy for playing the game. The best way to play is honestly using a mix of both, where some turns you draw 2 from the Chunk, some turns you just draw 1 from the player deck. So it's up to you. Do you want to gamble and try to get cards from the Chunk, or do you want to stick to your strategy? Then you have basically your 3 life cards. That is basically the win condition. You destroy your opponent's life cards. They're actually called Dreamlands, but each Dreamland either has a life total and effect. This one doesn't, but this one has a life total and an effect. And once you destroy all of your opponent's Dreamlands, you would flip it over, use the next one, and then once that last one is destroyed, you win the game. So you're trying to defeat your opponent's Dreamland cards. You do that by playing cards in the front line. Any creature can be played in the front line or back line, but cards in the front line can attack directly. Cards in the back line can block direct attacks. So that's basically how it works. Those are the basics. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section down below, but let's get right into the first ever playtest. Okay, so I draw 2 and draw 1 from my player deck. And then we roll dice to see who goes first. Would you like to go first or second? The only thing about the thing going first is you can't attack the
Can't attack the first turn.
you can attack going second.
I'll go first. Yeah. So I'm gonna draw a card. I'm going to get what, 5 imagination?
Yeah, you put them on your
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I got kind of lucky. I'm gonna play my honey hive number 1.
Okay, you can gain a honey
So
counter right away.
I can gain a. Oh right. Oh, it's once per your turn. It's not at the beginning of your
Yeah.
turn. Play 3 imagination, and in my defense line, I will put down a hooded cultist.
Okay,
And I think that's the end of my turn.
I'm gonna draw one. I will play 4 for a Hocus Mech. And when played, you may play a 1/1 mech token. And yeah, I will do 3 damage and kill your impact.
And I'm gonna draw 2 from the chunk. I am going to. Oh wait, I get my honey token.
Yep.
I get my honey token. I'm going to spend 2. And I'm going to play Honey Blast, so I can deal X amount of damage to up to 3 target creatures. So I take away these 2, and I do 2 damage to both of them.
That's a really good play.
5 left over. I am going to put a little outpost, and then I'm going to put 3 to play this guy. I'll copy in.
Yeah.
Can I attack with him right away or not? Because I just...
Yeah. You can.
Oh, you can. So then I just attack him for 2. Okay. Do you have to attack the defensive cards first, or can you attack?
You can
whichever
do
one?
anything.
Anything. Okay, that works.
All right, my turn.
That's your turn.
Draw 2, actually. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna pay 3 for a twin summon, and I can search the chunk for another twin summon. Flip a coin. I don't have a coin, so I'll flip a token. This will be heads. This will be tails.
No, roll a dice.
Okay, yeah.
Evens is heads. Heads.
Okay, heads. Free play that card. Perfect. So I will twin summon this,
Gotcha.
and I will kill and
2
do
damage.
2 damage to that, and then I will pass.
So I get a honey counter, and I get 5.
Yeah.
Imagination, and I'm gonna draw from this deck. I'm gonna use all 5 of these, and I'm going to play the honey hornet. So I get to roll a dice. It's a 1, so I get 2 imagination. And then I'm going to spend that 2 imagination. It's discard your hand and draw 2 cards.
Oh shoot.
Can I choose this deck?
No, you have to. If it's draw, normally it would say draw from your player.
It would say from the player deck. Okay, so I'm going to discard that. So discard your hand, which I
That
don't
goes to
have.
the chunk.
Oh, yep, goes to the chunk. Oh, this goes to the chunk. Yep, discard my hand. And then I'm just going to attack whichever one. It doesn't matter, because they're the same.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to attack one of them.
Okay. The chunk.
To the chunk.
I'm actually gonna again draw from the chunk. It's a 0 cost. Basically, roll a 6-sided dice for every card in play, or every creature. If it's a 6, destroy it. Twin Summon's alive. That guy's alive. Okay, wow, that just
No, oh, you're gonna have to
terrible.
pay
It's a
for
0
it,
cost, though.
Yeah.
A 6 for a Spike Serpent. When played, deal 3 damage to target creature. I will kill him.
Wonderful.
And then Twin Summon, kill that. And then
4
use his ability, but he can still attack.
You can still attack.
4
so it's
damage
4
to
damage.
yours.
Gotcha.
Honey
I get a honey token, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna spend all 5. I'm gonna bring out Dave.
Sleep deprived
I got
Dave.
Dave, and Dave's gonna kill that Spike Serpent.
I'm actually not going to do anything. I'll just kill Dave.
Kill
and
Dave.
then
Fair
pass.
Okay, so I get 5 back, and I get to draw 2 of these, and I get a honey token. I am going to spend 4 of these to play Skull One Arm, and it can't be damaged by spells. And I'm just gonna kill you guys.
Chunk right. I will draw from here. Okay, so I'm going to do something pretty cool. So I'm going to pay 3 to play Pop-Up Mechs, which spawns 2 tokens. And then I will pay 7
Okay.
to play Mech King, but I need to sacrifice these 2 tokens to play. And he's a 10/10.
I can see that.
So now I'm actually going to one-shot that. So that one goes to the side and you flip over the next.
This goes to the side.
Or you can
the
put it
discard
under
pile.
the other one. Yeah, how about you just put it under the other one?
Each time you draw a card from your player deck, add 1 honey counter to a honey hive. Gotcha. My turn. And I'm going to draw from my player deck so I can put a honey token. Spend 4. I'm going to play my honey archer. And then I can remove 2 honey counters once to give it +5 attack for the turn. So I'm going to do that. So now for this turn it has 10 attack. And then with my other 2, I'm going to play these Highland Ruins. which is permanent, and each time you attack one of my Dreamlands, which I'm assuming is this.
These.
Oh, these. I can roll a d6 and a 6 cancels the attack. And then I'm going to attack him for 10, killing it. And then 3 to that thing back there.
Alright. We'll gain my 5.
Yes!
Okay.
Okay. I see it.
So, I'm going to pay 3 to play Pop-Up Mechs.
You have 2 of those.
So
the entire deck is just the one thing where it's like, oh, sacrifice.
And then I'm going to pay 4 to play a Mech Samurai. And if there are 2 Mech type tokens in play, this card can attack twice per turn. So, pretty good combo if I do say
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do you think I'll draw from here so I get 2 honey tokens? So I'm going to play 4 honey tokens to play my Warrior Legend Bee. And each time it kills a creature, I get 2 honey counters to one of my honey hives.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use that to kill him, and it gets 2 honey counters on my honey hive.
Alright.
That's my turn. Does attacking end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Spend 5, play my magical bee here.
I'm going to pay 2. What if your opponent plays a card that has the same cost as a card in your hand? You may play this to free play it. So when played and when killed, deal 1 damage to target creature. I'll deal 1 damage to him.
Then yeah, why not? I'll kill it. I'll sack the bee.
Okay, so I'll pay 2 for a sacrificial goat, and then I will pay 6 for a Zormax. When played, draw a card, and I'm gonna kill this card to kill him.
Gotcha.
Sacrifice
when
the
this
goat.
dies, I can shuffle 2 bee or hive cards from my discard pile into my player
From
deck.
your player discard pile, yeah.
Yeah, so I can take.
And while you're doing that, I'll do 4 damage to your honey, and then pass.
Alright, I'm going to spend 4, play Unknown Trooper.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend 4 honey
Free play.
to free play this Honey Hornet Bee. And I get to roll my dice. And I get to put 3 honey counters back on the place. Use the Trooper to kill him and use the Hornet to kill your mech. Do you just get the mechs back? Do you just have infinite mechs?
There are tokens. I guess I'll play 4 to play a Rust Max. When he's killed, I get to play a token. And
Okay.
I'll do 2 damage to him and pass.
2 damage to him. Okay. And damage carries.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to spend 5
Look at all those resources.
to play the Wyatt back here. So each time you draw a card, I deal 1 damage to a target creature.
Oh, that's not good.
Also pay 5 to play the Forgotten Giant. So then I'll use the Trooper to kill. You get to play a token. I'll
play there.
I'll just kill both of them with these 2.
Alright, well, at least no damage done.
No damage done.
I'll do.
So you draw 2. Do I? Oh, is it a creature? So I don't get to attack that, do I? It says target creature.
Yeah, these are
Okay.
Dreamlands.
That works.
Okay, I'm gonna do some nasty plays. I'll play 2 to zap your honey hive and discard it.
Discard non-creature. Oh, so completely gone.
Yeah.
That's a crazy play.
Do kill Forgotten Giant, just kill target creature.
Shoot. All right.
So a lot of non-creature cards, and then I will play a Poet Snail.
I am going to spend 3 to play my Biblical Juice. So double the attack of the target creature. They gain these stats until they enter the discard pile. So this Unknown Trooper now has 8 attack until it dies.
You don't want to put the 10 on him.
He has 1 health. This guy has 2, and he takes 2 less.
Fair enough.
So this guy has 8
Okay.
until he dies. So then I will attack him with the bee and
Yeah.
then sack your thing.
With 8. Okay, that's dead. I may pay 2 imagination to play a 1/1 token mech type creature. I'll pay 4, play a Wandering Poet, and once per your turn, create a 1/1 creature, but it's not a mech creature, so I can't use it for mine.
So that's just a 1 placement for a 1/1.
Then I will kill him. Okay, pass.
Oh, look at that, a honey counter. I can add a honey counter.
That one's different.
Okay, I know. Once per your turn, I can still add 1 to it, and then I can remove 2 from it to gain 1 imagination. And I can use this multiple times per turn. I will attack him with the Unknown Trooper and kill him.
Okay, my turn.
Yep. And so now that thing dies because you drew a card, so I can do
Oh,
damage
yeah,
to
yeah.
him. So
Jeez, that's annoying. Okay, I'll pay 4, play Splinter Sply, and 1 through 3 is heads. Okay, it's tails, so add the bottom card of your discard pile to your hand. This bottom, yeah.
yeah.
Alright, pay 2 to play a Mushi. I will do 2 damage to him, and I will pass.
Okay. I'm gonna play 4 to play the Professor. So I get to search the main deck for a card with the word the and add it to any card with the word
In the title,
yeah.
not like in the ability.
Crazy reference here. That's a crazy. I saw that.
Oh, was that the Azil card?
I saw that. Oh wait, it has the word the in his name. Is it? It doesn't have to be at the start.
No, it could be anywhere in the title.
I'm assuming now I have to shuffle the
Ian the
deck.
Climber. Yeah, you gotta shuffle the
Ian the
chunk. Also, once the chunk is all used up, we reshuffle the chunk.
Oh.
But we can't do that for our decks.
Yeah.
The chunk is basically infinite. It's never
The
ending.
chunk is never ending.
Yeah.
I do like the chunk. That's such a,
I might actually make that the official name.
but it has to be like a new like there has to be chunk metas where you just have to agree. There's only one chunk.
No, every set there's a different chunk, so you can choose different chunks with different decks. Every chunk is going to be compatible with every deck.
Okay, I'm gonna play the Zongbat.
That's not good.
Oh, I think it's
You can one shot.
Then I'm going to play 2, and I'm gonna play the Mind Stir, which is a permanent card. It says once per turn I can rearrange the top 2 cards of my player deck. Does it mean I get to look at them and rearrange them?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
I need more cards that recycle player deck cards.
Yes.
Because once they're done, then you're just left with the chunk.
So he has 3 health. So I'm going to attack him with the Professor, attack him with the Trooper, and then the Zongbat's gonna sack your guy.
Alright, once you have 3 Rustmech type creatures in your discard pile, draw 2 cards. 1, 2.
Is that just a one-time thing?
Yeah, it's a one-time thing. And then for my turn, I will also draw another 2 from the chunk and gain my 5. Draw 1 card from your player deck or gain +2 imagination. I'll gain +2 imagination.
Okay.
I might have to. I'll summon 2 1/1s and then. Okay, I will pay 1 for a parting bug. Actually, I'll put it here. And then 3 for an aggressinator. Every time he kills a creature, add +2 attack to him. But no. Kill.
Kill the Zongbat. Yeah. That's
Deal 1 damage to him. He's at 1 life.
1 life. Yeah.
And then I'll pass.
I may reduce this card's cost by X, which is the number of honey counters I remove from my honey hives. So I'm just gonna get rid of this, and so it is free, and I get to draw 2 cards. So I'm gonna do that, and I will use the Mind Stir to see which one of these I want. Okay.
I feel like the Meister is going to be a fun card
I do like the Mind Stir.
for some decks.
The Mind Stir would be better if you could recycle these more.
Yeah.
Because like right now I only have
There's actually
2
cards in the chunk that can recycle player deck cards. It's just-
Okay.
so far, I think it's just one card called Sewer Summon.
Use 4, and I'm gonna play Duck. So if you have 3 or more creatures in play, this can attack twice per turn.
Shoot.
So I'm gonna do that. So kill that thing, and kill that thing with the Duck, and then use the Professor and the Trooper to kill both of those tokens.
Board wipe.
Oh, I'm really stupid. I could have won the game. Wait, if I kill that, I win. I'm a little stupid, but it's okay. It's okay.
Shoot, now I'm like scared. Is there any comp I can't? I guess I'll just play a frickin' bowl.
A bull?
A bowl.
That only has 4 health, so I'm just gonna kill the Duck and kill him. Good game. I like it.
Alright guys, so this is after the playtest, and that playtest actually went really well. My friend had a lot of fun playing it, and he actually added a few changes, or change ideas, and we talked about what we could do to make these archetypes better. The chunk was pretty good. Like, yeah, he said to add more cards that give you imagination and like multiple copies of some staple cards in the chunk, so the chunk won't change too much. But for the player decks, there's a lot of changes. So he said that we need more more cards that can spend your token, like your mech tokens that you play. So then I added the Mechanized Gunner. We're also going to be making the player decks larger because once you run out of cards in your player deck, you basically can't get them back unless you get like something that cycles them back. So we're going to try to make the player decks a little bit bigger. We also changed the boss creature, which is the Mech King. So instead of having to sacrifice 2 tokens to play him, you can instead sacrifice 4 to free play him, or you can play him regularly. So there is that little kind of choice there. We then changed the Springbox mech, which you didn't see it in the last game, but we did another gameplay, and it basically was a card that whenever your opponent would kill one of your tokens, you could deal 2 damage to one of their cards. That was too overpowered, so we just changed to deal 1 damage to one of your cards. I also added Cogmill, which basically just gives you draw support, or you can summon more mech tokens, and then the Citadel of the Mech, which basically allows you to summon more tokens. So these are going to be tested in another playtest coming up, and if those go well, then those will pretty much be made into the final arts. So this terrible art will not be the only placeholder. There will actually be good art in place of that and an actual template. And then for the honeybees, we added another honey hive just so you get more honey counters. Then we added the chambers of the embryo, where you can add honey tokens or honey counters to honey hives, or you can search your deck for a honey hive, which is really good. Bee Swarm, which I think is going to be a really cool art once I finally get it done. And this card can attack 1 additional time for every 2 honey counters that you remove. So this will take care of some of the mech tokens that kind of spawn all over the board. I also added a boss for the bees because they didn't really have one. So every 2 honey counters, you can add +1/+1 to this card. And then I just changed the Holy Bee just a little bit differently. But those were pretty much the changes. The first playtest went super well, so I learned a lot, and I'm going to be doing a lot more playtesting off camera, making tweaks, making changes, until this game is really, really good, because I want this game to be replayable, balanced, and just overall a fun experience. So that was this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below any questions you have, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.